Go ahead. Just do whatever you want to do, Oh So Fresh. Don't worry about my fucking feelings.
You know, it's my shit. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do.
You want to sit here for a few more minutes? Or do you want to hit the button?
I want to get the show over so I don't have to look at you.
I know. It's so hard to look at this dashing, bodacious, Groot-filled
I don't see how they can contain themselves around you.
Who?
I mean, you make me want to throw up. You may want to throw up and shit at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the lean, mean table cleaning machine. I am the host with no name.
I am DJ Oh So Fresh.
And this is the Hype Podcast. You're kicking it with us every single week right here. And our Watermelon Soleil, baby.
Hey, we don't do no watermelon shit around here.
What do you mean watermelon shit?
There is no stereotypical soda up in here.
It's not soda. It's seltzer water.
I don't have fried chicken flavored Kool-Aid.
Fried chicken flavored Kool-Aid.
I do not make chitlin flavored slushies up in this motherfucker.
Dude, listen.
So there is no watermelon soda going on.
Listen, TM. I'm trademarking that shit right now. Right fucking now. Fried chicken flavored Kool-Aid, motherfuckers. That you heard it on the Hype Podcast. Jocko Willink, I know you're going off this American-made bullshit, but this is ours, motherfucker. If you take this from us, I swear to God.
But if you can make a soda that tastes like yams.
No, we're gonna do that too. You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna do the Hype Podcast no Thanksgiving line of snacks and drinks. And instead of, because I know Oh So Fresh gives no fucks. But
I give no fucks.
We're going to do no Thanksgiving. Because we just had Thanksgiving last week, and I need to fucking work out after that shit.
If you could give me some prime rib flavored water, I'd be home on the way.
Some of that honey baked ham soda pop.
Oh, honey baked ham soda. Oh, and then give you a little packet for the glaze to put inside there.
Some mashed potatoes and gravy Kool-Aid, baby.
Oh man, with my honey bake, I'd shake up some pineapple in there.
It'd be so disgusting and delicious.
Oh my God.
Hey, if you want to get in on these products, if you can help us develop these products, hit us up 503-776-0167. Or if you just ate too much and need some workout tips from Oh So Fresh, hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast, or on Instagram @The Hype Podcast.
I gotta say, we're having a problem. We are in a growth pattern. More and more people to get fucking with the show every day. Shout out to Alyssa. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Joe. Hey, if you were fucking with the show, and
not
I know
Joe Biden.
No,
Joe Biden ain't listening.
No. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. But if you listen to the show, we're having this problem. We got a 3-state problem. There's only 3 states fucking with us right now.
4. There's 4 states.
4 states fucking with us right now. We switched over podcast services, and now they're not listening to us over at the Pentagon anymore.
So this is the real problem. We got Russia, China, and like Buenos Aires listening to us now.
They fuck
Virginia.
They fuck with us in Poland.
West Virginia. We miss you, Langley.
You know, it's probably because we're the only ones that don't make Polish jokes.
Don't make me start talking about Luke Radowski or however the fuck you say his name.
I do have to say, I was contacted by one of our indigenous people, and they did not like the shit you said on the show last week.
What? Well, guess what?
There was a smoke signal that went up as soon as I released the fucking show.
Well, surprise, you're probably going to like some shit I say this week. You're welcome.
No. What you going to talk about, the Aborigines in Australia now?
No, well, close. I'm going to talk about this fucking tonal mirror. Have you heard about this thing? This fucking workout mirror?
No.
It's
where they use that on the Mayflower?
Yeah. No, it's okay. Come with me on this journey.
Pause.
Yeah.
I will listen to your story.
Imagine a Bowflex and a full-length body mirror had a baby. Right? So it's this electronic fucking workout mirror.
I could picture some kinky ass sex, but can't picture that one.
No, but listen. It's a full electronic workout mirror.
Okay.
That you push buttons to adjust the weight. It electronically adjusts resistance, which defeats the entire fucking purpose of working out.
That makes perfect sense to me.
What do you mean? Dude,
it's part of working out, picking up the weights?
Yes.
Fuck that.
Yes,
Fuck
it
that.
is.
Fuck that.
Dude, that's like having a fucking electric motor on your stationary bike.
I did 10 motherfucking reps. That's all I'm doing. I'm not picking up the weight.
An electric motor on your stationary fucking bike.
That is fucking not. Are you picking up weight or not?
No.
It is not like an electric motor.
You're not picking up weight. You're not racking the weights. You're not slamming them down on the fucking ground.
Hey, sir, I would like for you to work on your analogies before you get here because that really makes no goddamn sense.
You're right. This mirror makes no goddamn sense.
So how much does the mirror cost?
It's like $4,900 starting. You know how many months?
For $4,900, I ain't picking up a weight either.
You know how many months in the gym?
That motherfucker gives me a handy and makes coffee every goddamn day for $4,900. You know... Do you know the amount of ladies of the night I could have consecutively for $4,900? Do you know I could buy a broke down old Camaro and still have money for hookers for $4,900? IROC, bitch. An IROC Z. I can get a Camaro and hookers for $4,900. I don't have to look good anymore. I can have drool on my shirt and still get play for $4,900. That's a lot of money.
No, dude, this thing is the dumbest thing in the history of creation. I swear to God. You want to stand in front of a fucking mirror and work out, and not to mention LeBron is pumping this thing. That's probably the major reason I hate it.
See, here's the deal. With this mirror thing, starting out, I got to sit there and see how fucked up my shit is. That's why you buy it. See, you don't see success stories because you buy it and fucking fail. Because at 3 days and looking at the fact that your fucking gut can touch your knees, motherfucker, you will turn that thing the fuck off. I mean,
especially after Thanksgiving.
I'm like, are there any exercises I could do with my back to the mirror? I really don't. I don't want to see how fucked up this shit is. And this is all coming on Thanksgiving where, I put on a pound or two. And
how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was real cool, except for I almost derailed it.
What'd you do?
So Thanksgiving morning, I'm up, I'm spry, I'm feeling good about the weekend ahead. And then I go, and I got to pick up a part for my door because I've been working on my doors. You come in here.
He's a DIYer. Now, if you know what that means, it's a do-it-yourselfer, ladies. That's right.
I fixed a door. So don't call me about a leak in your house. But I do plumbing. So I go into the store and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, okay. I wanted that and I wanted a voltage meter.
Okay.
I'm in Fred Meyer's because ain't shit open. Tried to go to Home Depot. Nah, ain't shit open. I go. I asked the lady while I'm walking through, I'm like, hey, new car smell. My car's 20 years old. Shit, new car smell sounds real good right now. So I picked that up and I walked to the store and I asked the lady and I said, hey, do you have a voltage meter? And it's Fred Meyer's, not Radio Shack. Bitch didn't know what I was talking about. But while I was asking, because I wanted to explain with my hands, I put the air freshener in my pocket.
You lifted an air freshener? What are you, 12?
I don't know. And as I got close to the register, I looked around and I remember my surroundings. I'm still black. It's still America. And they will still tackle me over this $2.99 piece of shit. Dude. But you know what I did? Joe. So yes, y'all.
This is the worst Thanksgiving story I've ever heard.
This is what I did do. I pulled out my American Express and spent $2.99.
Do you have like a 2% cash back on that bitch too?
I got some cash back on my $2.99. You were talking about that LeBron shit. Anyway, let me tell you, motherfucker, it was a slam dunk. and you would be eager to ride in my Cadillac today. Eager. Over eager.
Well, now to the real Thanksgiving stories. I had an outstanding Thanksgiving. We had food. We had friends.
Everybody has that. Everybody has that. What else?
You don't have any friends.
I have food. I have friends. Everybody has. You had the same.
But listen. My Thanksgiving took a sharp turn. A very sharp turn.
Was it derailed?
It wasn't so much derailed. But I'll tell you this. I'm hanging out. Okay. I'm playing pool. I'm playing darts. I played the best games of pool I have ever played. I was hitting jump cut shots. I was hitting 3-rail bank shots. I won.
More than that. You wasn't there.
No, I wasn't there.
That didn't happen. He's just making shit up.
I swear to God. I swear. I can bring witnesses. It was the best. And so we played 6 games.
Okay, so that creative writing course is going well for you down at the community college, huh?
So there I was. Yeah. No, it was amazing. I won $120. We played 6 games of darts, and then
you can't put something on the podcast?
Yeah, dude, listen, I spent all of it on drinks like the following days. It was an amazing weekend. But
you should say that's why you don't have $4,900.
Let's just say I felt like a king for 2-3 hours. I felt like a LeBron James, but at Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah. And you know how much I hate LeBron James.
No. We talked about LeBron James last week.
I know. But Entes Kanter also talked about LeBron James this week. Did you hear what this motherfucker said?
Are you talking about Entes Kanter, the player that his name is Entes Kanter Freedom now, right?
Entes, middle name Kanter, last name Freedom, motherfucker. LeBron James, go suck a dick. You're not about human rights. Entes Kanter Freedom is about human rights, baby.
He's an American citizen now, and I want to ask all you out there, because unless you've been through this goddamn process, do you know what it takes to become an American citizen? It is pretty fucking fucked up.
Even for millionaires. Like, you don't just raise your hand and be like, hey, can I get in here?
And me, my punk ass, I was born here.
Yeah, right. They wouldn't even let you be a citizen, dude. Like, if you came from overseas, they'd give you the test to be like, nah.
You know, the first countries, when COVID started, the first countries Trump said, you ain't coming from Africa over here. You brought AIDS over here. Now you want to bring the airborne AIDS. Fuck that.
You're coming from the United States of oh so fresh? No, sir.
I ain't trying to take a side in this, but Trump did cut off those African countries real fucking quick. Whatever the fuck you got over there. You ain't the only good export you don't have from Africa is diamonds and slaves.
No, I hope Entes Kanter gets more airplay and more court play, because this motherfucker's going off. Like, he's calling out NBA owners. He's calling out LeBron James about his China children abuse.
Well, the big thing is everybody's calling out everybody right now. So just being an NBA player, and it's starting to happen more and more, where people are getting called out and people are getting kicked out of games. And I thought it was within my goddamn right. They say it's wrong. They say this is wrong. But when I pay $1,000 for a fucking ticket, I'm going to call you whatever the fuck I want to.
You ain't paying $1,000 for a ticket. You ain't paying $1,000 for a ticket.
If I pay, the people who are close enough to yell at them have paid $1,000 for a fucking ticket.
No, they got to be like $2,500.
Okay, $2,500. Okay. Because he can't hear me from the cheap seats. I say all sorts of shit, and they don't hear me in the 300s when I'm like, yeah, and fuck you, and fuck. I mean, like, so for where I can afford seats at, the whole crowd would have to stop and be quiet. So I can say, fuck you, LeBron James.
And even then it would sound like, fuck you, LeBron James.
You know what happened? Somebody's sneaker would squeak and they wouldn't even hear me.
Yeah. The ref blows the whistle right as you say it, and they're like, huh? What the hell is that?
So for me, it's pointless to kick people out, because, people say shit. I've been black a long time, and I heard people say a lot of shit to me. And you just fucking keep it pushing. When I make that much goddamn money as a DJ, people used to say real fucked up shit to me.
Yeah, I was there a few times.
Yeah.
Saying fucked up shit to you.
Yeah. I mean, people used to get real humiliated.
What did these innocent souls say to big bad LeBron James?
I don't even know what they said to him. And nobody wants to say. But they put him out.
Why didn't he let him come see him in the hallway?
But it's not just him. It's what's his name? Tristan Thompson, the one that
the Kardashian kid.
Yeah, I mean, you fuck with a Kardashian, you're
gonna get heckled, you dumb son of a bitch.
You just don't understand.
First of all,
he's from Canada, so that might help.
First of all, he's
not a citizen.
Everybody who fucks with the Kardashians gets heckled. Let's just put that on blast right now.
Kanye
West is getting heckled right now.
Calling out for Kanye West. Kanye West, where you at? Kanye West, right? I mean, where's the man who's saying gold digger? Where's he at?
Whoopity whoop scoop poop.
Where is this guy at? Just that motherfucker just won best gospel album.
Did he? Oh, get the fuck
You talk about the motherfucker who needs Jesus the most won the best gospel album. Please, Jesus, intervene in Kanye West's life. There is not a day there's something going wrong. Hey, remember when you used to rap? Hey, you remember that thing you used to do? Just rap. That was cool.
Make beats, you know.
Not rap, make beats.
Yeah, you remember Watch the Throne?
Hey, you remember we used to do good shit?
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't that be fucked up when somebody walked up to you right now at this stage in your life? They were, remember you used to do good shit?
Yeah, remember when you were dope?
Hey, when somebody's gonna walk up to you tomorrow and be like, hey, remember you used to do good shit? Or when you don't put on some pounds and somebody be like, yeah, remember you used to be skinny?
Dude, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I've not been like skinny since the 8th grade. I've always been an NFL linebacker.
The pounds are starting to progress with me, and they be like, oh wow, you know what? Remember when your breath didn't stink?
Listen, I gotta say,
remember when you didn't have 4 babies by 4 women and can't name them and don't know their ages? Do you remember that? I got all sorts of memories about you. Remember when you used to smoke crack? You remember that? Remember that? Remember when you was skinny smoking crack? You remember that? I'm glad you remember when I was skinny, because I remember a whole bunch of shit about you.
You need to make a rap song about that. Remember that?
Hey, I still sit next to a white boy who said, hey, remember the crack era? Yeah, right. I ain't gonna let you go there.
He said, I was born and grew up black. Remember that? In the 1990s era when they all smoked crack. Remember that?
Oh. I'll give you exposure for that. I'll give you one.
Yeah, give me one. Well, maybe you can help blow this up for me here, because I need some oh so fresh advice.
Wow,
I know
I'll take it back.
I know I rarely come to you for advice. It's not because normally I got shit on lock. All right, not really. I'm a fucking hot mess. So the other day, over the weekend, as it were, I'm over with my buddy's house, and he's going through. We'll call it a divorce, right? Because that's what it is. That's why we'll call it that.
He wore out that tire he thought was going to last forever.
Yes, exactly.
That lifetime warranty didn't play out the right way.
Exactly. And so he has a couple people over because he's been going through it. So we're drinking, we're having a good time. And I roll down to the living room, and he comes storming in from the garage. And we're just chilling. 3 or 4 of us are just chilling.
Yeah.
He comes storming in from the garage with this bottle, and he turns it upside down, and it's empty. And it's like one of those big, double-sized champagne bottles, right?
Oh, what'd you say? Oh, damn, I missed the strippers?
Yeah, right? And so I'm like, dude.
You're supposed to pour that on a stripper's ass.
Yeah.
If you have a big bottle, I just want to let you know, if you have a big bottle of champagne at home, you reserve that for the opportunity to pour that across a stripper's ass. That is the only thing that is made for. That is not made to be drank. I've seen rap videos, and they have instructions on how to have sex and also how to use big bottles of champagne. Back to the story.
So we definitely should have done that with some strippers. It would have been a much better outcome. So he proceeds to turn this bottle upside down, and it's empty. And he looks right at me and goes, "Did you fucking drink this?" And not only is this a big enough bottle to pour on a stripper's ass, it would have taken 45 minutes to drink that thing. Have you ever drank champagne? You can sip it. It's got foam. It's got bubbles.
You haven't drank champagne.
Yeah.
I have drank champagne.
Yeah.
Now that sounds like a big gulp size.
Yeah.
That sounds like a double gulp size of champagne.
Yeah, you're not drinking it in under an hour. So he starts going off. For 5 whole minutes. Now, you've listened to me talk for almost 30 seconds to a minute now. It feels like an eternity not saying shit.
That's been going on a while.
I'm listening to this motherfucker berate me in front of this party. And I'm about done with it. I'm like, dude, what? I didn't drink that. How could I have drank that in the amount of time that I've been sitting here?
So he had been drinking a bit.
Well, all day. I mean, we had been drinking all day. And he goes, dude, go to the store. You owe me a bottle of champagne. And I'm like, it's 2:33 in the morning, right? And he goes, dude, I don't give a fuck. And he starts going off.
I thought you were a good host, but now you sounded like a hoe.
So I'm taken aback because, first of all, me and this dude have been fucking close for a long time. And
how long you been close?
I was one of the best men in his wedding.
Really?
Yes. So we've been that close for over a decade.
I was standing there when you threw your life away.
Yeah. And so I come to find out during this little episode of him fucking freaking out, this was the champagne bottle from his wedding day. So it's a 10-year-old bottle of champagne. obviously he's going through some shit, but I'm not the one. Like, I'm not divorcing you. Don't take your shit out on me.
I gotta say, if it's cooks, it's moldy. Just let you know.
So I don't even know if I'm cool talking to this dude anymore. And it's not over a bottle of champagne. Like, it's the shit he's gonna fucking accuse me from stealing from him.
And he put you on blast in front of your friends.
In front of, like, he tried to embarrass me in front of all of our friends. Like, I don't get it.
He was drunk?
He was drunk.
And you guys go way back?
We go way back.
And let's see, I've had friends like that. Do you maybe try and half-ass apologize?
I mean, kind of. He came at me like, dude, you know, like, what happened yesterday? And I'm like, fuck you mean what happened? Like, you know what happened yesterday.
That's kind of, you know, when it's old school friends, sometimes you give that little pass. Like, you acted like so much of an ass that I will take all your pride and all your dignity away if I make you fully apologize for how much you fucked up on me. And because I'm a friend, I'll let it go.
This coming from a man who holds grudges with everybody?
I got a grudge for everybody.
So
I got a grudge for everybody. Somebody tried to tell me about forgiveness. I was like, I'll just take the F and say, fuck you.
So have you ever been in a fucking situation? Oso Fressers had the cup of trust for years. Has anybody ever just, like, you know, slipped a little bit out of the cup of trust? Well, let you know,
the cup of trust is money, a cup of money that sits on my counter. Always sits on my counter. And there's dollars in there. There's all sorts of money in there, you know, and it's there because when people visit my house, if the count is off, you'll never, ever fucking come back.
Okay.
So I mean, it's rare that I've ever had to deal with the issue. And sometimes my cup overfloweth with dollars and bitches. Sorry, late.
So was she.
That's why I had to blow her up too. Yes. I will tell you that the number 2 does take you to the clinic.
Oh my fucking God.
The number 2 does take you to the clinic. And guess, bitch, I hope you take Cash App. But back to the story. Because we was going half on raising it. We going half on getting rid of it. Yes, Cash App. For the win.
Okay, so I ask again. Have you ever had to deal with this?
The cup of trust was violated when I had my sister staying here. And I actually, outside of the cup of trust, I have a drawer of dollars. Whoa. Hey, don't break in my house. I don't have it anymore because nobody uses cash. But I used to have just, like, every time I came home, I just put dollars in this drawer. Okay. Well, while she was staying with me, she was like, oh, I grabbed some dollars. I was like, okay. And, you know, I wouldn't get my refills back. And then I was like, you know what? I think she's tapping this a little bit more than she's telling me about. Okay. So I put a camera in the room. This motherfucker goes in my room, looks at the camera, waves, and then she takes the money and goes.
Shut the fuck up.
I'd never fuck with the bitch like that again.
Oh my God.
I had never seen something so bold in my goddamn life. She was just like, fuck it, fuck you. If you got a problem, I'll see you when you get home. Because I'm at work watching the camera. And she waves right at me. Like, yeah.
What did you do?
Never spoke of it again.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, my sister was kind of gangster. Rest in peace to Trina. You know, that motherfucker fucking with her, it man. I mean, this shit. Getting your ass whooped over $20 ain't really worth.
By a girl, nonetheless. so
when you got a girl that can fight with gold teeth, you don't want to fuck around.
That's right. She did have a gold tooth.
Yeah, that was thug as you could get for a girl.
So I'm hearing you say I should kind of just fucking let it slide this once.
I think you've let it slide many times before. This is the first time you're really talking about it. That ain't the first time you think.
So I'm normally a bitch, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he worked his way up to that.
Okay, but what do I do? Well, do I confront him about it, or do I just let it go?
You just keep it pushing.
Do I treat it like the drawer of dollars? Do I just wave at him and fucking blow him a kiss?
That's a different situation. That's my sister. Nah, with this shit, you just let it go. Y'all been homeboys a long time. You done been fucked up and done something wrong too.
Like once in 1987. It was spring break, but I don't want to talk about that.
You were fucked up and you did something wrong. Yes or no? Closed into question here.
What are you, a fucking lawyer?
What do you think is Maury Povich where you just tell your whole story? Hey, just on that. Hey,
what is this, Maury Povich? You tell the whole story?
Hey, I gotta say, I'm gonna tell you why I don't listen to rap. because Lil Nas X was on Maury Povich to confront his ex-boyfriend.
What the fuck?
If you cannot find the 15 things that are wrong what I just said on this microphone, then you do not deserve to listen to this.
Dude, I just almost threw up in my mouth. Oh, so you already know, so it's about that time to go. We got to get the fuck out of here so I can go rinse my mouth out with fucking hydrogen peroxide.
You know, if you got an ex-boyfriend, confront him in the street. You'll confront your ex-boyfriend on Maury Povich. Dudes don't do that. Dude, I don't care.
Yeah, at least go on Jerry Springer, you bitch.
You got all the rights in the world. You can marry him, you can do whatever, but men do not go on talk shows and confront their ex-men. That's just a rule from Oh So Fresh.
They don't confront the X-Men?
Hey, you don't confront the last motherfucker that went Wolverine up in your ass. Oh, the last man that made you feel like the fucking Phoenix was with you.
Yeah, you don't play with Cyclops like that, baby.
The last guy you made his penis look like Jean Grey.
Sorry about Professor X.
Professor X was the fucking director. Here's the podcast after the podcast. I want to thank you for hanging with us. And I truly love to give a shout out to anybody that listens. Please tell a friend. We're getting our Patreon going. We want you to continue to listen. The podcast after the podcast is just a reason for me to say fuck you one more time and thank you for fucking with us. And you know what? Leave your number on the on the end table, and I'll see you next time. We out of here.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.